So it's been a little while since we met. Just a quick recap after our last adventure. After solving the case of the jilted lover in Oxford, you have now been called to travel to a small town north of Inverness, Scotland, by the name of Kilmere, along the banks of Moray Firth, which just happens to be close to Moira's childhood home. The Knights of Victoria is asking for you to investigate the disappearance of several townsfolk, mostly fishermen and some children, who have gone missing around the lake that feeds into the North Sea. And at this point, you will have made your way back to London and have opted to take the train, I believe, to Inverness. The train ride itself will take about 16 hours in total, with an overnight stop in a small town within the Cumbria district of England. So before you guys go, was there anything in particular you wanted to take care of before you hopped the train? Did everybody get to advance your characters from the last time?
I've looked, but I'm indecisive. I've not decided yet. So can I hold it until
Yeah.
the next time? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
no problem.
I keep going back and forth. I'm like, what do I do?
That's how I do.
Go, Christy. Speak.
Sorry. That's how I feel. So I think that I'll probably acquire some skill in the Highlands or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed the last session and the last. Well, we all missed the last session. I missed the one before that, so I'm not sure. But I'll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you did, didn't you? Yeah.
And I don't know if Sir Henry deserves to advance, but if he does, he will.
Yep, you'll be able to advance. What are we, level 6 now? Is that right?
He's a good man. He tries hard.
Yeah, level 6 on your advances. All right. So, is there anything then before you leave London that you want to do before you get on the train?
Well, I personally, I'll hopefully have a connection with the Prime Minister, and we take the Prime Minister's private train north, not the common folk train. that there surely is a private train from the Prime Minister that goes north and south, or at least used by Section 7.
Yeah, but then Chris will have to go get a bunch of different maps.
Okay. We'll travel.
How about we'll
travel with the common folk?
Can we just split up and everybody takes a different train? Chris, are you good with that?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, I prefer to walk.
I'm going to ride my dog. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Chris, 2 hours later. Where's Henry? He is getting ready to board the train in London.
What all are you guys taking with you? Other than your regular stuff.
I'm gonna take a little whiskey, a little scotch. I mean,
Tons of scotch in Scotland.
Well, I'm going to recommend to Bendigo Jack that he take his newly acquired gun that he used, where he got like
the plasma
awesome
shotgun.
Yeah,
the ghost shooter.
The ghost shooter. Yeah.
Yeah,
you have been proud, Henry. It was an impressive. I will have to give him, my hats off to him tonight, because that was a pretty good shot from last time.
very proud of you. I'm sorry I wasn't there, but I'm very...
Oh, mate. Oh, I'm sorry too. You have no idea. I think you would have shat your pants. It was amazing.
You're learning, my friend. You're learning.
Well, I reckon I got a pretty good teacher.
My pleasure.
What, for shitting your pants?
I mean,
you've proven that on many occasions so far.
Oh, let me roll a notice. There you are.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna take because we really don't know what we're going to do.
True. Yeah,
we
you
have-
really
we have
don't know
no
what
indication.
the causes of the disappearances actually are at this point. Right.
Right. Is there a northern headquarters that we can go visit? Do they have a northern outpost?
We could probably arrange something once we get to Inverness to see if we can make some contacts up there. Yes, I hadn't actually thought of that, but yeah, there's probably an annex of some sort up in Scotland somewhere. Yes.
And has Frank already arrived to procure carriage and housing?
Up there.
Well, yeah, he did such a good job last time. I figured.
Do we have an
Frank-
advance team?
Yeah, Frank is kind of our advanced team.
Well, if you want him to go, he can travel with you. But at this point, there's nobody up there to meet you once you get there.
But he could be our transporter.
Up there, yes, it could be.
Okay.
So if I were to go back to my flats or my house, my garden house, it's not on my list, but can I pick up some personal items?
What sort of personal items are we talking about?
Not magical items, personal items.
Oh, I bet they're all magical.
That's what I'm asking.
What
they
sort
in
of items are
italics?
we talking about?
On your sheet? Are they in italics?
Uncle Mac's pocket watch is probably sitting on her dresser.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe a little stone carving of a lion that belonged to Hassani.
Okay, just some
Okay.
personal items.
Personal items.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Trinkets they had that she kept, she keeps with her after they died. Personal, just sentimental things.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that's no problem. What about Peter?
I had sentimental things once.
I saw Peter was on there. I should probably pick him up, huh?
It's up to you. He can accompany you whenever you want him to, and it's not necessary that he come along. But
No, I think he should. He needs to see my home.
okay. Back at the headquarters, he has been kind of working with John Merrick, to kind of learn the ropes a little bit while you guys have been off on your latest little adventure. When you return and approach him, to see whether or not he wants to come with you, he comes to you with a little gift that he's wrapped up. And it's kind of crudely wrapped and not really in a box, but there's something that he's taken care to tie a little bow around and wrap in just brown wrapping paper.
Oh my goodness, Peter. What is this for?
For helping me.
Oh, you didn't get me anything.
This is for you.
Well, thank you. Can I open it?
And it is a little kind of doll-like effigy, something that he's created, and it resembles you. And he found some fabric that was like a kind of a tartan plaid type fabric that he made like a little kilt thing out of that looks very similar to the colors that you wear, and he took some of the spider silk and made that into your hair because you have white hair, and it's very crude and it's hand carved out of wood, but he made a pretty decent little attempt of trying to capture your likeness.
My goodness. It's beautiful, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll keep it with me. It's in my little bag.
Does anybody else need to take care of anything before you guys head up?
Does my dog need anything?
Just kind of regular food and so
Okay.
forth, You'll probably have to, maybe drop about, say, $5, per week or so.
Wait, the dog's not coming with us?
No, he is. I just need to make sure I have all the things I need, like a big bag of Binky Dog biscuits, and
Yeah, making
if
sure
he
we're
needed
not-
anything special. So
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, so you'll probably want to, just kind of keep tabs on, making sure that he's being fed and so forth. So I'd say about $5 a week probably would cover most all of his needs.
I can do that. Cool.
If not, I have you.
Cool. We got a lot of money, and I didn't buy anything this time like an idiot. So I'm gonna go ahead and
contribute the dog food.
I'm gonna go ahead and deduct $5 so my dog is fed.
I'll contribute $2 to the dog food as well.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna add $1 back in.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks. All right.
Robot might contribute too. Robot,
Yes. Sorry. I'm not a robot.
contribute to the dog food.
I will contribute $10 to your dog food.
Well, that's more than you need. There you go.
Okay, I'm just gonna add $10 to my stuff. I promise to spend it on the dog.
You're like, yeah.
Anybody else want to contribute to
You
the
can buy
dog?
that fur coat now.
All right,
I
well, you
think I still
guys,
got all my stuff.
once you get all your stuff together, you're going to head down to Paddington Station to catch the train to Inverness. This train, it is kind of the basic passenger train. And normally something like this, most of the time it would be kind of a sleeper train, but because of the time that this one is going to be taking off and the timing of getting up to Inverness and so forth, this will be making a stop part way in a little town called Pooley. Where is that? Sorry, I had it. Pooley Bridge in Cumbria. It's a little bit north of Manchester. So the train is, in this reality, kind of souped up a little bit. It is a steam train, but the engine itself kind of crackles with a little bit of electricity. So it does move a little bit faster than historically the trains of this time period. And you're brought on board, show your tickets there upon boarding, and they take you to kind of a dining car to begin. It's right around noon when you guys are getting ready to take off, so that you will be able to have a little bit of a lunch while you're there getting settled. And then after lunch, you can then retire to just kind of the general population there to sit back and read a little bit while the countryside passes you by, and perhaps have a little bit of a discussion on the way. So I'll kind of turn things over to you guys for a little bit for the first part of the trip. There's probably about another 20 or 30 passengers on the train that are heading up there with you, of all different types. There's group of what appear to be, perhaps maybe doctors carrying, some medicine bags and stuff like that. A couple of Arabic individuals that are wearing kind of the turbans and kind of long robes, and a couple of Germans, look like maybe German officers of some sort, also traveling along with you as well.
Am I able to sit in the car with everybody else?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
there's certainly still a little bit of a prejudice, that's out there. You get some looks, from some of the other passengers that are a little bit wary of a Clockwork Man being on board with them. But yeah, you're still allowed to be there. But you are quite often looked on as a servant, to the people that you're with. That's what most people would probably assume, is that you're a robot servant.
Don't get any ideas, Henry.
Hey, here. I was thinking, Haranabot, we should play a game of cards. You want to play some cards?
Sure.
All right. So we would pull out the cribbage board, and we start to do some cribbage there in the restaurant car.
Okay.
Question is, who wins? Do we need to roll for that?
Well, you could maybe roll a test if you wanted to.
Maybe not that important to our story at the moment.
Yeah, but let's see, what would that be under? Common knowledge?
Depends on if you're betting on who wins.
We should roll for it.
Yeah, but what are we rolling? Common knowledge or smarts?
I don't know, what would we do for gambling?
I would do a general smarts roll, maybe. It's hard to say, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Because common knowledge is
I think
smarts.
common knowledge, yeah. I'd do common knowledge.
Okay.
All right.
Bluffing would be charisma, though, or performance, or something like that, surely.
Now, charisma's going to come after I beat him.
I don't think.
Persuasion.
Do we have charisma here?
Oh, look at that. He won.
I did.
Barely.
Oh.
You got 5, I got 3.
Hey, what just happened? I see interludes here. How'd you
Oh,
do
yeah.
that?
Well, since you decided to kind of take the lead there and challenge Hieronymus to a card game, I figured during the card game you might have a little story to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to listen to one of the stories while I play cards with him. I just
Yeah.
want to play cards.
Yeah, there was a time.
Oh,
So this is a trek. You got a 10 of clubs, and perhaps this could be a little story of a hardship, perhaps, that you have overcome in your travels, Sir Henry.
Yeah, the story's about a mechanical beast that I encountered on one of my journeys.
easy now.
It was a mechanical beast that was in the form of a minotaur. It was someone had taken on the story of Daedalus and Icarus and created a minotaur, and for some reason we ended up in a very difficult situation where this minotaur ended up on our boat, and we were bringing it back to England, but it was unleashed and we had to take it down. But it killed 2 of my friends, and we managed to do it as a group, but 2 of us died in the process. It was another sort of mechanical robo creature, not so dissimilar from you, although it did lack the soul that you have, I will admit, Haranabot. But it was a difficult situation for us. I lost 2 very good friends in the process, but we took the Minotaur bot down.
I hate to hear that, but I'm not a robot.
That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you.
It's good.
And you get a Benny.
I won't even describe the labyrinth that we had to go through to get the thing. We were near Greece.
Because it was behind the bar with the whiskey.
No. Well, our captain, who is Captain Stracoli, took us to, well, he was Italian. He took us to the Greek islands and to supposedly Crete, where the Minotaur was created. and we had to journey through the labyrinth, and it was actually not a monster, but it was a mechanical creation, and he wanted to capture it and bring it back to England for the National Museum. And so we did capture the Minotaur. That was a mechanical creation supposedly created by Icarus's father, and Daedalus, and we brought it back, and that happened to my friends on the ship, and we ended up having to destroy it. Never got back to the National Museum, but the Minotaur was something that was very real, and since then I've had a great fear of mechanical contraptions.
I understand that you stole a country's heritage, but also your fear of.
But I've realized through you, Haranabot, that mechanical contraptions can have a soul, can have something that's very human.
Is this us bonding?
I think it is.
Interesting. I have not bonded with someone for a long time.
So I stand up and give him a hug.
Oh. Wow.
And take his money.
Do you attempt to take his money?
No. I won
please
it in our bet. I won in the game. I won the game.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you were going to pickpocket.
And I steal his wallet.
All right. Man, you got 2 bennies on that deal?
Well, Andy's getting a Benny there too. That was a very tender little moment, I think. There.
All right. So
Overcoming diversity.
We have all these people in the car. Kurt and I are playing cards. You've told us who's there. Nothing. Can we roll notice to see if anybody like uniquely stands out in the car, or has it been pretty quiet?
I would say that you go ahead and roll a notice.
Everybody or just Andy?
Just Andy.
Ooh, it's gonna be a rough night.
Got a 4?
Yeah.
It's an interesting conglomeration of individuals. Now, obviously, London is a bit of a melting pot, at this time in history. These individuals that I kind of mentioned in particular, are certainly there together. You have this group of doctors or scientists or something, 4 of them that are all seated together and rather stoic, not really interacting too much with one another. You have these 2 Arabic-looking individuals that are kind of keeping to themselves off to another corner, and then the 2 German officers as well. They all seem to not be paying attention to one another.
But we don't see the symbol that we saw from the assassins visible anywhere.
Not from what you can see, no.
Okay. Bendigo Jack, is he nearby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are all together at this point, still at the dining car.
Okay. I kind of lean over to him and I say, "Hey, see those blokes over there? Go talk them up."
You want me to just go talk to some strangers?
Yeah, you're good at that. You'll figure out a way.
Sure. So, yeah, I can do that. Looks like you and Henry are getting along.
Oh yeah, I'm babysitting the old man. Don't worry. You go over and.
Yeah, you guys friends now.
Not like the connection you guys have, but.
No. I mean that's cool. That's great.
You go over and talk to those guys.
Yeah. Okay. Do I have my dog with me? Or does he have to be like in a crate somewhere? Okay.
No, you've got a pass for him there.
Okay. Boy, let's go make a couple of friends, eh? What do you reckon? Okay. So.
Wait, are you doing that as the dog or Bendigo Jack?
That's how
Is that how you communicate with him?
Yeah. Wanna go, boy? Okay, I'm gonna take the dog over to the. I'm gonna walk over to the little seat area where they're at.
Where who is?
I'm going to talk to the two guys in the turbans, right?
In the turbans? Okay.
That's who you want me to talk to, right, Hieronymus?
That would be fine. That'd be a good start.
Yeah.
Just remember, just because they look a little different than us, doesn't mean that they're necessarily something's bad here. Okay.
Oh no, yeah.
No profile.
No, it's more the fact that Bendigo has a way of getting people talking.
Yeah.
We'll see how the rolls go.
Even if it's like, a urine-soaked rag that he's doing something with it. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna wander over to him. Oi, mate. Where are you from?
We are from Afghanistan.
Oh, where's that? I'm from Australia. Well, it's like nearby. It kind of sounds similar. What's it like there? We got a lot of deserts. And kangaroos. You got kangaroos?
Do not know what a kangaroo is.
Oh, then you probably don't have them. You'd know them if you saw them. Got a big pouch, carry the babies around, jump a bunch?
We have nothing that jumps with babies.
Right. Well, anyway, I've got a cool dog here. And you just look like interesting folks that I come over and say hi. Where are you going to? What you up to?
We are going to Inverness.
No way, that's where we're going to. Oh, well, what are the likelihoods that we're both on the same train going to the same place?
You are a funny man.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times before. Hey, you guys mind if I sit... Oh, hold on a second.
And I just go. As in, get these guys a drink.
Oh, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to go over to the bar and get me something to drink. Would you guys like something? I'll buy.
The one guy looks at the other, and the other one shrugs. He says, a gin and tonic.
Yeah, sure. For both of you?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I'll be right back. And I kind of shuffle past the Hieronymus and I go, gin and tonics. I head over to the bar.
Okay.
Multiple.
2 of them.
All right, you can retrieve your gin and tonics.
Okay. I'm gonna head back over. I go past Hieronymus and I'm like, boy, come on, mate. Let's chat.
You don't want me to join.
Oh, all right. I'll be back in a bit. And I got myself a beer.
Okay.
So I go back and I sit him down and say, here you go, gents. You mind if I sit down?
No, please. Please join us.
Great, yeah. I just really like people. I like collecting stories. There was a bloke I used to go and listen to. He'd be reading the stories that he wrote back in London. I sat there every single week. Sometimes I'd go twice. Pay a shilling every time just to hear some stories. So what kind of stories have you blokes got? Anything exciting? What brings you over here?
And again, the one guy kind of looks over at the other one. The one you're talking to, he has a tendency to just kind of keep looking over at this guy, almost like he's looking for approval. Okay. He says, we are new to London, have come here from our country just to learn more about the civilization and to find out more of the technologies here.
Oh, yeah. They've got some really interesting stuff around here. Where I'm from in the outback, we had to scrap everything. So we could cobble some stuff together. But I mean, they got whole factories here that make brand new parts. Nothing covered in rust. It's amazing. You've got to have a little bit of money to work on it. But you can do some really neat stuff. I mean, this train, for instance. Have you noticed? It's steam-powered, but there's some sort of electricity going through it. It's pretty amazing. You guys have anything like that in Afghanistan? What kind of stuff are you looking for? Do you like weapons?
Weapons, yes. Of course, we also need to protect ourselves and our beliefs from outsiders, but we are more here to learn of the steam technology.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's pretty interesting stuff. What are you going to do with it?
We would study and take what we learn back to our country.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I could come visit you guys sometime. You could come down to Australia and I could show you around down there. Hey, what's your names anyway?
My name is Hamza Al-Jafari.
Oh, mate, I'm probably going to have trouble remembering that.
And this is
You mind if...
Rushdie Al-Kabar.
Okay, Al-Kabar and Jafari, is that right?
That is good, yes.
Cool. Can I call you Jeffrey? I can remember that easy.
Jafari.
Jafari, great. Hi, mate. My name's Bendigo, and I'm here with a couple of me friends. You can see him over there. See that big robot guy?
Not a robot.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, Hieronymus. Yeah, he's with us. You guys are interested in technology. You might want to talk to him, because he's, like, mostly technology.
He is, clockwork.
Yeah,
Yes.
clockwork with the... Yeah, but he's, like, super advanced, with, like, a real human brain and stuff. He's not just a robot.
A human brain.
Oh, yeah, I reckon. I mean, I've never really looked inside, but, I mean, he thinks, he talks. He's just like you and me. He's just made out of steam and stuff.
Great, now I'm gonna get stolen.
This is very interesting.
Oh, he's a good bloke, too. And then you see the guy sitting across from him playing cards, taking all of his money?
Yes.
That's Henry. He's old and salty, but he's a hell of a good man. We got the two ladies over here. They're super interesting. You want it? And then we got the other old guy back there, super religious. Oh, you guys were talking about your beliefs. Maybe you guys believe the same thing. What do you think? Why don't you guys come over and join us, huh?
Oh, I do not know. And again, the guy across Al-Kabar, he's a little bit more grumpy, and he shakes his head. We thank you for your invitation, but I think we will stay, and we thank you for the drink. Yes, very very kind of you.
Oh, yeah, no, that's no worries. I reckon I might have come on a little bit strong, but hey, look, we're going to be on the train for a bit. I'll see you around. You guys want to have a chat, play some cards or anything? You just stop on by, all right? You're welcome. Anytime.
We thank you very much.
I got it. I stick my hand out to shake their hands.
And they both reach out to shake your hand. Kabar is a little bit more reluctant, but he lightly shakes your hand. And then he opens up the newspaper that was sitting in front of him and begins to read.
Okay. Am I able to kind of see what it seems like he's focusing on?
On the newspaper?
Yeah.
Give me a notice.
Okay.
See, I knew you could get him talking.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, mate. I got a bit of the old bubble guts, it seems, anytime I eat anything. And...
So you got an 18 or 14.
How many T's are in the paragraph?
With that is certainly a more than a raise on that. He, at first, you think that he's picking up the newspaper to. He picks it up as though he's going back to read, but your first instinct is to think that he is reading the newspaper in order to give you a clue to please walk away, and that's part of it. But with the role that you got, he is intently looking at those scientists and has been just out of the corner of his eye the entire time that you've been talking with the two of them. he's had his eye on those scientists pretty much the entire time,
Okay.
or at least one eye on them.
All right. Well,
You notice that because there's a big hole, and he's holding up the paper and looking right through the hole. So, is there music in the car? Like, is there background music going on?
What in the game?
No, in the restaurant car.
Oh, in the restaurant? Yeah, probably so. Just a little violin music probably playing.
Okay.
Over phonograph.
Oh, over, not live. Not
live.
Ones. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not that fancy.
okay. Well, I'll leave you gents to it. Get back to your reading and your drinking. Perhaps we'll see you around.
Thank you again.
I go back over and sit down next to Hieronymus and go, guys, I think those blokes might be a little bit suspicious.
You think they're on our side or the side of the Russians?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. They seem really interested in the technology and in those blokes over there. The bearded ones that look like scientists.
Hmm.
If they're on our side, it's good. If they're on the Russian side, not good.
Well, they're from Afghanistan. Do you know where that's at?
I do. And we're currently fighting over that territory with Russia.
Well, they were here looking for technology.
They could be bringing it back.
Yeah, maybe. They said they liked weapons.
Russians.
I was going to show them me boomerang, but they decided to end the conversation.
Might not be good. Keep an eye on them. Or perhaps they're bringing our technology back for England, but it's hard to say.
Well, I did what I could.
And you
Well
did a good
done.
job.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now you ready to go talk to the doctors?
Sure, I can do that. Does anybody want to come with me?
Just as you guys are saying that, the one of the doctors, who's dressed in kind of a greenish suit and a pair of goggles, gets up. He's African American gentleman. Gets up and begins to walk out of the car to kind of the general populace, the train cars. And as he goes, he like the others kind of carries like a little, like what looks like a medicine bag. But was it Hieronymus? I think you were kind of looking in that direction, as well as Bendigo. If you two guys want to roll a notice for me.
Not good.
Mm-mm.
All right, 3 and 2. Okay. What you do see is he walks out. The other two, there's a female and a male left behind. Two of them are still finishing up their lunch. But one of the two Arabic gentlemen, Al-Jafari, looks over at the other guy who very, very almost nonchalantly just kind of gives a little bit of a nod. He waits about 15-20 seconds, and Al-Jafari gets up and follows into the other car, the African American gentleman.
Henry.
Yeah. What?
I can't believe I'm getting ready to say this, but we need to follow that guy to the other car, and I will act as your servant as we go.
You're going to pretend you're my son. I don't expect you to do that. That's not expected of you at all.
Not in this group, but in society, yes.
I understand. I'm sorry for that, my friend.
So,
Okay, we're on a bot. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to follow as well.
Yeah, I've got my cane and I'm walking like an old gentleman, and my robot is following behind me.
Okay.
Not
Sorry, guys. I think I'm losing my voice.
It's the love and compassion you're just choked up tonight
Right.
about,
Do me a favor, both of you, and roll either stealth. I think both of you just have stealth. So roll stealth for me.
I will do that. You know, this reminds me of this American doctor I heard about in the United States, Dr. Julius Randolph. You have no idea what this man accomplished.
You both got 4s. Okay.
No, I didn't roll anything.
You didn't? Sorry.
I'm looking for stealth.
Oh, got it.
I can't find my stealth. Oh, here it is. Yep, got it. No problem. Yep, all good. I got a...
You got a 5. Okay. Okay, that's cool. All right, so you guys follow, and both of the individuals have gone 2 cars back. And the seating in the train cars is basically kind of facing one another in booths. And you can fit, like 4 to each compartment, basically. And the African-American gentleman kind of goes to the far end of one cart, of one of the cars, and sits. And then he was already seated by the time you guys are coming in. And you see the Arabic gentleman sit about midway in the cars, facing towards that gentleman, but he also grabs a magazine and then begins to flip through it as the other gentleman is just seated, just looking out the window.
Okay.
Yeah, we sit on the opposite side next to them, right? A roundabout, is it empty?
No, you need to fake an ailment. This guy's a doctor. You need to go chat to him about all your ailments.
My ailments?
Yep.
All right, I'll do like a appendicitis thing.
Yeah, how about just a hurt back?
Not
that way there's no surgery involved.
Appendicitis would be bigger emergency, no?
I don't think we want to draw attention emergency wise. We just want you just want to talk to him about all your aches and creaks in your bones.
Just aches and creaks, or do you want to make it a little more, urgent?
Well, we're on a train and in the middle of nowhere, so if it is urgent, he might decide to perform surgery right here, right now.
But if I say my back hurts, he's not going to get his attention. He's going to be like, "So, I'm sorry. Like, sit down and relax."
Yeah, well, I mean, we can go for something new. We just take a chance of.
You're thinking a little. Well, so what's between kind of appendicitis and backache? Faint. I'll be faint. Faint.
How about some weird rash in your nether area?
No, I don't feel good at all. I think I'm going to faint. Oh, Hieronymus, take me, please. I'm falling.
No. No.
The gentleman gets up.
My master has fallen. I need help.
And he comes over and he lifts Henry up and puts him in the booth across from him, kneels in front of him, and he puts his fingers up.
Sir, but he was complaining of a weird rash in his nether area.
The rash, terrible. Itches like you have no idea.
He takes your pulse, and he tries to calm you, sir. Please, just calm down. Everything's all right. You don't seem to be injured.
I think I'm dying. I'm dying.
Sir, you're not dying. I think you're fine. Just try to calm down, slow your breathing.
Moment, my friend. Thank you for taking care of me.
Oh, that's quite all right. Now tell me what ails you.
It's all a blur. It's all spinning.
Tell him everything, sir. Everything.
Here, look at my fingers. I want you to follow my fingers. To the left, to the right, up, down. All right, now, where does it hurt?
I'm sorry, it doesn't hurt in any particular location, but I just got incredibly dizzy for a moment. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me.
Now, do you have a history of this dizziness?
Yes or no? I mean, I don't know. I've had a difficult life, my friend, a difficult life. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from London. By way of New York. I'm actually American, but I've been in London for the last 7 years or so. Now, what about you? You're also a Londoner? You seem to have an American accent yourself.
No. I've traveled around the world, but I grew up here in London. Of course, I'm from here. Now, tell us more about you.
So to save Kurt here, do we notice what the gentleman with the magazine that followed him?
What he's doing?
What he's currently doing as he retreated.
No, he hadn't retreated. He's still sitting over there and reading his magazine.
Okay.
He kind of pays attention to the commotion, but no more so really than what a normal person really would, as far as you can tell, anyway.
Okay.
He says, "No, really, enough about me. I want to make sure that you're all right."
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Well, let's get you some water anyway. Are you his caretaker?
Yes, he is.
Perhaps you can go up to the dining car and bring back some water for your master.
Exactly. Bot, go get some water.
Will do, sir. So I'm off to the dining car.
Now, you say you haven't had a history of these spells. Perhaps it's just motion sickness here, being on the train.
Well, a great white shark bit off part of my leg, and I've had sort of trauma ever since, of course. Because you can see I don't walk very well, and, could be part of the problem.
I see. Yes.
Can I tell, why are we doing it? What am I trying to figure out here? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure out if I see anything strange around this guy. If I don't know, Bot talked me into this. I don't know.
Give me a notice roll since you're there with him.
God, I don't know what else to do. Notice.
Just keep telling them about your woes.
Yeah. You left and went and got water or something for me.
Well, you told me to go get water.
I got it too. Well, I didn't know what else to do, Bot. Just get back here. Figure something out.
You got a 2? Okay, yeah, you didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
Too busy storytelling.
I'm buying time till Bot gets back and maybe he can do something.
Okay. You come back with the water, and you see this gentleman talking to Henry. He comes, when he sees you coming in, he gets up and he moves over towards you. Henry, he excuses himself from you momentarily and kind of catches you, Hieronymus, as you're arriving, and just kind of quietly pulls you aside. And he says, does your master show signs of dementia? Is he having difficulty remembering things correctly?
Yes, he does.
Well, he was mentioning something about being bitten by a shark and so forth. So I think he probably is having a spell of some sort right now. I would advise perhaps taking him somewhere where he can be quiet and alone for a little while. Perhaps the movement of the train is agitating him a little bit. But
yes, he is.
Physically,
he is very agitating.
Yes. Now you do me a favor and roll a notice if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. So the bag that he was carrying, you noticed that he had it on his person when Henry was falling. And he quickly set it down. You glance, and actually, Henry, you probably now can see this now that he's walked away from you. If you're paying attention to that bag at all, that bag was before he went to come and take care of you, was handcuffed to his wrist.
But it's no longer handcuffed to his
That's
wrist.
right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the bag is sitting in front of Henry?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
I try to snatch the bag.
You're gonna try to take the bag?
Yep.
Okay. Make a stealth.
Like in a sudden movement or in a...
None of my better skills here were tried.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
Oh,
you're pretty darn stealthy there.
sometimes you pull it out.
Now, are you wanting to take the bag itself or look in the bag?
Kind of like, just like, yeah, like pull it over to me and kind of do inside of it and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
I don't want to pull any attention, but I just want to see what's in that bag.
There's very little weight to the bag at all. And there is a single iron key inside.
I take the key.
You take the key?
Yes.
Okay. Hieronymus, give me a notice. The Arab is intently watching Henry.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna excuse myself from the doctor
Mm-hmm.
and go back and bring Henry his water.
Mm-hmm.
And with my back toward the Arab,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say you are being watched. And whatever you just took, somebody's interested in.
I drop the key into the water as I'm drinking it and hand it back to Henry.
Hand it back to Hieronymus.
Hieronymus, yeah.
See, he's going senile.
He is. I handed back to myself.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did you swallow the key?
No, I dropped it in the water and gave it to you. Didn't you just hear what I said? I just
Yeah. Gotcha.
It's like this, so he went like that. Like that was
Okay.
like a nice move.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I then take the water and turn and shield the cup, and I'm gonna head back to the dining car.
You can like
To-
put your wrist or something.
Well, yeah, that's how I would shield it. Yes.
I-
Oh, we
Uh-oh.
lost him.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh my god.
How are we supposed to? That rash got him.
Okay. Well, since we lost him, this roll that I just made actually is in direct correlation to old Kurt there. So we got to take a little breather here for a second. All right. So what do the others want to do here while that's going on in the other car?
I'm just working on a little scrimshaw project. I've got, I brought a whale tooth with me. Just kind of fiddling with it. Kind of keeping an eye on the door that everybody went through just in case. Really just along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't been on too many trains.
Moira or Charlie, anything from you?
I'm interested in the Germans. But I'm also interested in how this train is operating, and I'd kind of like to see the engine room at some point.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you roll a notice then for the two Germans?
Oh, very.
Yeah, not great.
There's two guys.
But I don't mind leaning over to nudge Moira and say, "Take a look at those Germans."
Hey, take a look at them Germans.
Wow, them
Are them
Germans.
talking, or how do we know they're German?
Did you notice?
By their manner of dress, for sure. They both seem to be German officers of some sort.
They
Spiky
And
helmets.
the-
Dead giveaway.
They're eating bratwursts.
Massive piles of
Sour-
schnitzel.
Sauerkraut, yeah.
And they're wearing lederhosen.
How do you know they're
German helmets.
That's terrible.
Drinking out big beer steins. That's what we got without the road of snow.
So, Dana, if you want to roll a notice after that, you're welcome to.
Maybe I should do that. I think it's down here. And just do that. Oh, I noticed them. They're very cute.
There's Kurt. He's back now. These two have been having a conversation in German the entire time. I know that we talked about, that you have, some knowledge of other languages and so forth.
I have language now.
Do you? Okay.
I do.
I
got
you
it.
pick up on little bits of the conversation, as they have been talking both before the others left and after they've gone.
Mm.
And it's everyday conversation, talking about things back home. Doesn't seem to be, at all interested in what's going on around them. But with that notice roll, you two detect that their attention ever so slightly occasionally is drawn, especially when the African American doctor left. It was drawn towards the door, which when somebody gets up and moves and the door between the cars open, a lot of times people just out of just a reaction will tend to kind of, their attention will be drawn towards that open door because it makes a noise. But theirs is a little bit more intent. There's a certain amount of intention about noticing that this guy's gone. Same thing for when the Arab gets up and leaves a few moments later. They take notice of it. Kurt. Sorry we lost you there, buddy. I don't know what happened. You just...
I passed out for a moment. I'm sorry. I got too much into my role and I blanked out. Back. I don't know what happened.
So right as we lost you, I was making a little roll there.
Yes.
And this was in the moments after you passed the key over to Hieronymus.
Yes.
The doctor goes back over to kind of sit down and gather his bag and latch it back onto his wrist. When he does, he stops for a moment and he shakes the bag. He places it down next to him. And he looks you dead in the eye and he says, I don't know who you are, but whatever you've done with that key, I need you to give that back to me immediately, or there will be trouble.
So do we have, are the Germans listening to us or no?
No, the Germans are in the other car. I was handling that while you were gone. So the Germans have not arrived in this car yet.
I take his arm and I say, what is the key for?
If you don't know, then why do you have it?
Because I fear you might be up to something with the key that is not good for our world.
And whatever gave you that idea?
You are talking with the people that could be working with the Russians?
Right now?
You were?
The two individuals that I was speaking
Tell me what the key is for.
Keep your voice down.
Tell me what the key is for, and I will give it back to you.
When he says that as loud as he did, there is nothing that is stopping the Arab from looking directly at the whole group over there at this point. But he's still trying to maintain his composure.
Tell me what the key is for, and I will give it back to you.
Why did you take it?
Why do you have it?
We can do this dance all day. Now I know if you have taken that key, you must know what it's for.
I know what it's for, and so do you. Tell me now, and you will get it back.
If you know, then why do I need to tell you?
So why do you need it?
That key holds a secret, and it is a secret I am not willing to give.
Well, it's a secret I'm not willing to give you back.
He reaches into his jacket and produces a pistol and holds it down at his side.
Listen, young man, you know how many pistols have been pointed at me in my life?
He fires.
Don't.
So let's see what happens here.
This is the best train ride ever.
And am I out of the car by now? Or am I still...
Well, I don't know. That's up to you. Did
standing
you
right
just
there?
walk away from it?
Well, I took the key and the glass and I walked...
I think I
was
was
taking it back to the car, the dining car. I don't know how soon, how soon after.
Sure. Yeah. I just didn't know if this whole conversation would have stopped you in your tracks or not.
Because
your intention was to just walk out of there with key. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I didn't know this guy would lose his scrap over the key.
Okay. Let's see here. Henry. Okay, so that's a 4. I'm gonna have to roll.
This guy didn't know.
I'm gonna have to bring this guy on the table here now.
This shot better be a great shot. I'm coming right back at the motherfucker.
Because he didn't cure your rash.
Belaying it with my cane. Come on, you better kill me now, buddy, because...
Crap. All right, so he got 17 points of damage on you with that shot. So that is you. What is your toughness?
It might be the 6. I think this might be the end of Henry.
9.
My son might have to come back into this campaign next.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is that's a pretty bad little hit you got there.
Can you roll luck and see if he shot the key?
The key's with Hieronymus.
The key's with me.
You done goofed.
Well, don't you have a wooden leg, Henry? Or a mechanical leg or something?
Mechanical leg, yeah.
Let's see. My wife has been using my office here, and my book is gone.
Is it possible that he maybe just hit you in your?
End of Henry, everybody.
Does your coat have metal buttons?
But he ended with a good line.
You have a cigarette case in your pocket?
I mean,
If you die,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
going to cradle your
never-
body and scream in the air while I throw my boomerang up and down and up and down and up and down.
you stand for what you believe in, everybody.
He never raised his gun. He just pointed the gun to the floor. That's the last.
Pistols pointed at me and the guy shot me. Yeah, it's the way to go.
Find. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I got to figure out how I got to kill Kurt.
I think he shot him in his leg. I think Henry was smart enough to move a little bit.
We'll
And
see. We'll see. This might be the end of our first character death in our games, which is good. I'm happy to take it. I'm happy to die for the group.
Too soon.
Little do we know it'd be over a key that.
That we don't even know what it's for.
I mean, I'll have Kurt will be back in the game in some way later on, but with a new character next week. But Henry might be the end of Henry here.
I feel like the violin music.
Avenge my death, Bendigo. Avenge my death, Hieronymus. Please.
I'm going to slaughter everybody on this train.
Mark my words.
I like how you just won a game of cards and then this guy calls your bluff. I feel like the violin music changes to this new artist, Kenneth Rogers, and you've got to know when to hold them. It's just that's playing in the background of the car. There's no lyrics for it yet. Just
It was poetic, wasn't it?
Oh no.
I didn't know characters could really die.
Okay, you have taken 3 wounds, and you're shaken.
I'm
Have you
shaking. But I'm like shaking. He shot me in my chest, and I'm just shaking.
Well, you've taken 3 wounds, and you're shaken. Okay. If you take 1 more, you're dead.
Fuck that shit. I'm shooting this guy in the chest too. My cane. I pull up my cane. And I shoot him at point blank range.
But you can't because you're shaken.
Well, then I. What do?
You fall
Play dead.
backwards.
All over.
Well, you
I
can
call
roll.
for my friend. Help me! Help me!
You can roll to go unshaken, and then you
Roll to go
can
unshaken.
attempt to shoot him.
I roll to go unshaken.
Okay.
What do I roll?
So we
Um,
probably heard a gunshot on the freaking train, right? Or is it too
Oh
loud?
yeah, you definitely heard the gunshot now. Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Okay, so if you go down to the macros down at the bottom of the screen, make sure that you have yourself selected, and then you're going to hit Unshaken, which I think is under number 9.
Are we supposed to see a train? Because all I see is the home screen.
Yeah, no, I didn't do the train map because I really didn't think we were going to do anything on the train.
Dude, it's going to kill one of the characters.
What am I rolling on? Which one am I rolling?
Huh?
Which one am I rolling?
Unshaken, it should be number 9, I think.
I don't have a 9.
No, you don't have a 9.
It says new macro.
Oh, look elsewhere on the menu. So if you click on the arrows above the number 1 or number 2 that you've got down there, it should take you to another screen.
Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, I see. Yeah.
You got
Survival
it?
guide.
What's that?
There's a survival guide. Nope, that's not it.
Go 2 to the left.
It looks like a drama mask, I think.
It's number 7 on my screen.
That's number 7 on yours.
Oh yeah. I got Unshaken. Got that. So I roll that.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to spin a spinny. Are you kidding me? Do I do it again?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Do I have more bennies?
yeah, something's not working right. Hold on.
I'll keep spinning. I'm good. I'm spinning bennies.
There you go. Okay. So now you're no longer shaken.
Okay.
And now you can make an action then towards him.
Okay, I shoot him point blank range with my. I just pick up my cane. It goes right into the chest, and I shoot him right back into the chest.
Okay.
Fucker. Although I wouldn't have minded die there. I like it when I die in games. All right, so this is going to be. Shoot, dude, you have no idea what's coming at you, man.
It's those wounds.
Hey, look, it's a bullseye.
Do I have more bennies? Do I have bennies? I don't know if I have bennies.
They all
You
just
still have
reset.
3 bennies there, actually.
Okay,
because
there we
they
go.
reset. Now
Oh,
they
yeah.
reset themselves when you
So
when you left.
I still have 3. I got a D12 on shooting, man. I can't, okay, I shoot him. I don't know what I do there. There you go. How many?
Okay,
bennies?
so you take the shot, and it goes wide, and he now lunges towards you, grabbing your cane and pushing you back into the chair.
Yeah, team. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Where are you?
If we're heading that way, how long does it take?
Not
Yeah,
going well
you
here.
guys will be making your way in as he's grabbing Henry.
And we've got other people trying to come out of the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
After that gunfire was heard, the other 2 doctors now are also trying to make their way in there as well.
Okay. So I'm the closest to the car, so I will immediately turn and head back in.
So I'm gonna start filling this thing up here. Give me just a second.
Get all my bonuses on that. It doesn't matter. I got an idea.
All right, I'm gonna have to move you guys around just a little bit here.
Where are we? I don't see a train.
Yeah, there's still no train. There's not gonna be a train, Kurt. I'm sorry.
You'd think that the GM he planned all this action. There would be a train.
Wait,
Can I help
stop!
you with that?
Stop moving! Don't move things. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, so here we go. Let's begin combat, shall we?
Close quarter combat.
Hey. Oh, that's a Jack. I thought it was a Joker.
Bleak
Oh no,
Route.
Father Maple drew a Joker.
I got a train for you. I got a train
What's
now.
that mean?
Everybody got a Benny.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, but so
Oh,
did
but-
Cleveland Barnett.
Barnett, yeah.
Mhm.
Come on, team.
Okay, so with the way this all kind of shook down, we're going to go with Cleveland here, who was the doctor that was facing off against Henry. And he is going to go for a grab on Henry.
Dude, you don't know what you're messing with here.
Got a 5.
I think he does.
I think
And
it does.
Henry, your parry is 7, but -3, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so he grabs a hold of you. Now he's not doing any damage, but he grabs you by the throat, has the cane in his left hand. He
He has
says,
my cane? He has my cane?
you still have your hand on the cane, but he basically blocked it so that
Well,
it
that's
would not
perfect.
shoot
You
him.
have no idea what's coming at you guys.
And he's got you by the throat, and he says, "Give me the key now. I don't want to hurt you."
Not a problem. I'm cool under the situation. Ready for my turn when it comes up.
Okay, so now we will roll over to, it looks like Lady Moira.
Finally, what's up with you guys? What you doing, like drinking and like hanging out at the bar in the next car?
Yeah, we're just hanging out and not getting shot.
Gunshots are going off. I'm dying over here, and you guys are nothing.
All right,
Okay.
Lady Moira,
Um,
you are coming running onto the car, and you see from behind the black gentleman holding on to Kurt, or holding on to Henry,
Okay.
and has him backed up in his booth and is holding on to his cane and is saying something to him, but you can't hear what it is.
Okay. He doesn't see me though. His back is to me.
Henry's back is to you.
Oh, Henry's back is to me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So the doctor can see me.
If he was looking in your direction, but right now he's focused on Henry.
Okay. Crap. I was hoping it was the other way around. I'm gonna pull out my peacemaker, and just aim it at the doctor and yell, "Stop! Put him down! Let him go! Leave him alone!" Something like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Stay cool, honey bunny.
Everybody be cool.
Maybe cool.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Am I actually next?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna. Am I close enough to just walk right up to Cleveland?
No, well, I mean, you can get there, yes, but you'll be running at your pace.
Okay, I want to get there just as fast as I can. Lean into him and say, "We are on the same side. Stand down."
Give me a persuasion.
Ooh, where's that? Oh. I'll spend a Benny.
Okay.
Find it.
You're gonna want a 6
Okay.
or better.
Oh my gosh. Where are the bennies? I know I saw them on the character sheet a moment ago.
You can, on the screen where it says that has the list of players, you can spend a Benny down there. There you go.
Did I just spend 2 of them?
I think you did, yes.
Okay. So re-rolling persuasion.
Yes. Okay, there you go. All right. He says, "Whose side? Who are you?" And conversation-wise, we don't have a whole lot more time, so we keep the round going. Next up is Al Jafari, who sees you rush by him to get to Henry and the doctor. And he stands up and brandishes a sword, a scimitar from out underneath the robes, and puts himself in between the doctor, Henry, and Charlie, and the rest of the group coming onto this car. And then we go to Father Mapple.
And so basically he steps in front of me with the sword.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are we like right at each other?
No, he's about halfway down the car. You're just coming onto the car at this point. So there's probably about maybe 15 feet in between the two of you.
I still have my knife out from my scrimshaw project. when I see him stand out, and I just throw it
At him.
at him.
Okay.
Um,
The knife or the whale?
I would instinctively hold on
In
to
the
it.
confusion, I'm not really sure. It's a 50-50.
What do I roll for that? Just fighting? Or...
That's going to be athletics to throw.
Okay.
And I think on your sheet you should have maybe under gear. No. Yeah, sorry. I don't have that there. So yeah, you're just going to roll
Just athletics.
athletics, yeah. Oh, no, it is there. If you click on your actual knife, the rigging knife, the picture of the rigging knife, you have athletics throwing in there, so you can do that. So you target the guy and then, click on that.
It's Al Jafari?
Al Jafari, yeah.
Got him!
Jesus Christ.
This was a film sequence. You'd see the knife fly by and the smiley face whale just come right after.
Oh, dude, look at that damage, though. That's terrible.
Oh my.
All right, so it was a hell of a throw, but no damage.
Oh!
So you launch that thing at him, and that would be his toughness. So, golly, man. It hits him like right up in the shoulder up here, but catches the bone and just bounces right off of the clavicle. I mean, you broke the surface and maybe caused a little bit of blood, but it didn't do him any damage. But had that been an inch below, it would have hurt like hell. Hell, what a shame, dude. That was awesome.
I should have thrown the tooth.
All right, Hieronymus.
All right, so
now where are you? You had gone back to the other
well, I think I just
car, right?
Like out of that car, right? Whenever the initial gunshot went off.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I haven't hard time visualizing because I don't have a train map.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, used to the train map. So
Yeah.
So let's see. I
Do you
think
need a train map on this? Where's the great train map? Where's the great train map?
But once again, I wasn't planning for there to be a battle on this train, but somebody got trigger happy.
Kurt just went and started talking shit.
I didn't get trigger happy. He shot me.
That's true. That's true.
You see what happened there? I was shooting myself. I stole a key. That's all I did.
so. I rush into the car where Kurt is at, and I immediately brandish a teleforce pistol and point it at the back of the doctor.
But you've got to get through the guy that is now standing in between, because you.
Oh, that's right. He stood up.
Al Jafar is
the guy with the
in
steel
between.
clavicle.
Yeah, and he's facing. He is facing. Wait, I'm confused.
He
The
is
guy with the
facing
steel
Father
clavicle
Maple.
is in. Okay, but is Father Maple in the car with Kurt?
He is in the car with Kurt, but is separated
I'm
by.
not Kurt. Sir Henry.
Yeah, it's Sir Henry.
My
Yeah.
property.
Okay, I guess I didn't realize everybody got in the car that quick. So,
Everybody's just piling in like a clown car at this point.
okay. You know what? I take that back. I think what I'm going to do is see if I can't throw everybody off their game a little bit by I have that sonic emitter that's still. I'm going to turn that bad boy on and point it into the crowd just to see if I can get some distraction going on.
You,
Just right down the aisle.
okay, all right. So this is essentially the lineup right now that you got. Union Jack will be coming in last, I think.
So I got Father Maple. Oh, okay. Oh, well, then maybe I may not do that because I would take out my own peoples. Because I was just wondering how they got around me since I was right at the door.
Well, the car that you would have been on was a dining car, so there's a little bit more room to move. Here, there is a single aisle that runs straight down the middle of this. So trying to fit 2 people through is going to be a little problematic.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'm not quite sure. Well, you know what? I turn to Bendigo Jack and I say, hey, I'm going to bend down. You get on my knee and see if you can take the high ground with a weapon.
You got it, mate.
Okay. So I get down. He steps up on my knee.
It'll be Henry's turn here now.
Come on, just yell out, damn you. Do something heroic.
I say, everybody stop. Everybody stop.
Bendigo Jack, it's your turn.
Okay. So Hieronymus goes down to the knee.
Mm-hmm.
I plant my foot on the knee and I jump up to over the crowd. I'm trying to get to Henry.
There we go.
And as I'm going through the air, my jacket flies back and I'm pulling out a flask of Seba Bear's Miracle Cure-All.
Uh-huh.
And I'm corking it because I'm going to try to heal up Henry's wounds.
Okay.
Oh, Bendigo.
And land between the jerk that shot him and Henry. So
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, make an athletics roll.
Whew. Okay, let's do this. No whammies.
Does he have to roll extra for the dove?
Yeah, there should be some sort of added difficulty to
To flourish his
heroically lose the jacket in midair.
There you go. Oh boy. There's the
holy
flourish.
cow.
Good thing you spent that Benny. All right, so you take this running leap, and everything goes in slow motion as you go. You reach, grab the cork. There are doves that fly out of your jacket. You take a step off of Al Jafari's clavicle made of steel and do a double flip and land next to Sir Henry.
Do I land with my back to the other guy and basically cradle him immediately? So if any other shots come in, they hit me?
It's very tight quarters right there. You at least
Okay.
land next to Henry.
So I just kind of get stuck between them, like this far off the ground, going, hey, hey.
And then from here, if Peter is there and wants to do anything, he can.
Oh, I forgot. I get
Did
to-
you leave him back in the other car, or
No, I think he would have followed us. I didn't have time to tell him to stay back or anything, and I figured he's been trained some, so
Mhm.
We accidentally left him in London.
he's crawled. What'd you say, Mike?
So we accidentally left him in London. Like,
He's at the
train
train
platform.
station.
Like, oh,
Guys,
Peter!
guys.
He's making a creepy hair doll for the porter.
I like your hair.
I'm gonna make him make dolls for everybody. Okay,
It's kind of Silence of the Lambs-ish.
not yet. Stop. We don't know that yet. He's either very sweet or super creep, so I don't know. Don't know.
Puts the silk on its body.
No, I think he crawled up onto the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he could certainly do that.
It's in there. He's got that, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Where do you want him in relation to what's going on?
I think he's probably kind of followed me.
Okay, so he's probably like right over top of you then.
Maybe, yeah, somewhere like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Sir Henry said, "Everybody stop." Are you all going to comply?
I think so. I am.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so you have everyone's attention, Henry. What do you want to do with that?
I'm not sure if I'm going to commit to that. The guy shot me. I'm going to take my cane, I'm going to stick it right into him, and I'm going to electrocute him.
All right, he still has a hold of the cane.
Yeah, I know. I push the button on it.
Mm-hmm.
It has the shock. I have an ability for that, right?
I think so, yep.
An electrical shock all through his body.
Okay.
Now, for a moment, I felt like a little bit better, but now I'm going to just do that. Which is, I'm going to use my smite on him. Right?
You're going to do smite?
Yep.
No, wait, well, no, okay, now hold on. Here's the thing about smite. This is something I think that we've been doing maybe getting away with a little bit too much. Looking at your gear, you've got the flintlock pistol, you've got a blunt portion of it, and you've got the blade portion of it. You also have a vibro blade, which is something else that you've acquired. I don't think you have the electrical ability to actually shock somebody with that.
Shall I use smite though, or no?
You can use smite, yes.
What about bolt? I have bolt.
You have bolt, yeah, you can use that as well.
I want to run that through
You
it,
can't,
right?
like, you can't say I'm going to do bolt and then add smite to it.
Okay, so let's do bolt.
Okay.
We're gonna do bolt.
Okay.
We're gonna run that through him right now. Burst of energy, streaks of holy light. I'm gonna run holy light, the holy energy through this guy, and just light him up.
Okay. So you're going to do shooting, target him and do shooting.
There we go.
That's pretty damn good.
Because he's holding on to it already, so I'm just gonna run that electricity through it and light this guy up.
Okay.
I decided not to say stop. He did shoot me.
Toughness of 8. Okay, so he takes a wound. And he is shaken.
Yeah.
All right. So he jolts with that and is thrown off of you. Now, here's the thing. He was holding on to you. So if that's electrical energy,
Oh, Jesus.
that's
And he
also
just
going to go
completed
into
the
you. So you would take a wound on that as well. So
It was a reaction. It was quick. I wasn't thinking.
We're thinking clearly.
Not really. I just hit the button on the. I hit the button on the cane.
all right, so you are
He just
incapacitated.
sank the. down the
So you're
juice
going to
there.
roll a vigor roll.
Oh boy, vigor is not good for me at my age. I will say that. Where's a big? Well, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Are you sure that I didn't break that chain when
Break
I
the
came
what?
right up to him? That I didn't break that connection between them when I came up and
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my vigor roll.
Okay. Now you can spend a Benny and re-roll that.
No, I still don't think I'm gonna do very good with that roll, but I'll do it. I'll do that. I don't even know how to do that, but I will do that and re-roll it again.
Did you spend your Benny?
No, but I re-rolled and I got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where the Benny is, but I re-rolled
All
it.
right. Oops, I just gave you a Benny. I didn't mean to.
Thank you for giving me a Benny for my re-roll. I'm just trying to survive here. Game Master, I'm just trying to survive.
I know. All right.
Just to make it here. It's tough, and I'm on my last legs. Think of your grandparents as they were dying. Give me a little bit.
Jeez.
All right, so there we go. All right, so I'm spinning another Benny for you.
Sympathy for me. Sympathy for Sir Henry as he goes down.
Roll it again.
Electrocutes himself. As he electrocutes himself. What are you doing?
Roll your vigor again.
I think this is a losing proposition.
All right, do you want to spin another Benny?
Do I have any more?
You do.
Yeah, let's go all out. We're gonna
All right.
go all on this, all right? We're not.
All
We're
right.
gonna. This is
Try
my
her
last-
again. Nope. You go. You got 2 more.
One more Benny. One more Benny.
Okay.
They're not doing any good for me. I'm just like dying here slowly.
Yeah, last one.
You know, you really should have used your turn to take that Ciba Bear cure-all that
There
I
it
was trying to
is.
give
There
you
it
to heal
is.
your wounds.
There it is. Look at
Oh,
that.
oh my God! What are you talking about? You're getting like that 22 on Benny, my last Benny. 22? Are you kidding me? That was like gorgeous. No one's ever seen anything like that before in their lives.
That's for sure.
That's 25. I mean, I have a D4 on that, and I got 25.
Henry pops up to his feet. He's like,
D6. I have a D6.
All right, so with a success, we're going to roll on the injury table, which will be a D12. Now, I can roll that for you if you want, or if you want to go to
That's
the...
good enough for me. But why are you so worried about me? What about this guy? I did electrocute him as well, that motherfucker.
I know that. I know that, yeah.
I electrocuted him. Don't forget about him.
He's shaking. I just want to make sure you're not dead.
Again.
Okay.
I'm Sir
So do you want me to roll for your injury?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
Sir Henry Hart. I was blessed by the Queen
That's a 4.
of England. You know what? I've
Okay.
been around this world.
So, you know, you've got a bum leg.
Yeah.
All right, where he shot you in your left shoulder up here.
Yep. I thought
And now your arm is permanently maimed.
let's see, that's my right arm. Can I get that
Left arm. Left arm.
left? So, but my rifle is my right, so I think I'm still good. No
Mhm.
problem. I still lost the whole left side of my body. I don't think that's a problem. You know? You know who I am.
I don't know who you are. No, I'm sorry. He can't respond to you because he's kind of out of it at the moment. So
This is not good.
I'm gonna roll for him to see if he can go unshaken. Oh well, he was already shaken. Okay, so here we go. Now we're gonna roll for unshaken. He is no longer shaken and may act normally. So now he might take another shot at you.
Come on, I'll take him on. Come on, I've only lost half my body. I got
But-
another half left.
We are going to re-roll for everybody.
Come on, team. It's not looking well here. I've lost half the body here.
This key is going to be like to a lingerie case or something.
Unimportant.
For a mistress or something ridiculous. It opens a locket that he wears around his neck that we haven't seen. There's a picture of him and
Picture of
his
his
dog.
mom.
And his mom.
Sacrifices.
A a really it's got a little hair doll in it.
It's like, ooh.
Moira feels super guilty.
Weirdly, Peter is the first one now that gets to go, so it's all on Peter now.
Peter to the rescue.
Hi,
Okay.
Henry.
I am looking at his powers, which I had just noticed that he has powers. So entangle. I think he's going to use entangle.
Mhm.
Is that ice spans of energy or vine-like trappings?
Yeah,
So
it's
it's like-
for him. It's webs. Yeah.
That's okay. That's what my question was.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna do that and wrap up Cleveland.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to target and then open. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. Angle. Okay, this says. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know where to click on it.
Okay. If you go to powers and then
What?
entangle. Oh,
Okay.
and in here, I'm sorry, I don't have it. So you're gonna roll.
Well, what happens when I click on the icon is it says entangled, don't have a skill, would you like to use one? And it says athletics and it has the drop down menu.
You want to do focus.
Okay, so click, oh crap. Focus and then use skill.
Yes.
Oh. Now do I click on focus?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's a little different.
There you go.
Oh, that wasn't good.
He's he can use one of your bennies
Okay.
if you want to do that.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
And again on focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's better. A little bit.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you are able to hit him with that. So he is now entangled. So I'm going to make a little mark for him. Excuse me. Boy, my voice is going, guys. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So now he's bound. Sorry. Then we go to Hieronymus.
Yeah, I'm still in the back of the bus here. So
Now, behind you at this point, you have the other two doctors that are directly behind you here and here trying to get onto that car.
okay. You know what? I'm just gonna take my two pistols out and brandish them at those doctors.
Okay.
Just to make them stop.
Okay. Sure, that's fine. Lady Moira.
All right. This Hamza person, Al-Jafari, what's he up to? I know he got dinged with a little carving knife, but is he just standing with his?
He's still kind of standing now with the sword out in front, and he's looking over his shoulder. He's looking at you guys, just kind of stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle of you.
Okay.
This is very quickly turning into a Quentin Tarantino sequence, isn't it?
I don't even know what's going on. We're just killing people again. Okay, I am going to point I have my peacemaker out, so I'm just going to, I guess I'm going to shoot him. Since we're just randomly shooting people. I'll do
Okay.
that.
All right. Do you have him targeted?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and that's a miss. Do you want to spend a Benny?
Nah.
Okay. All right. So you take a shot, and it goes wide. Fortunately, it doesn't hit anybody behind.
No.
And it hits Henry in the back of the head.
He kind of dodges a little bit to the side, and then since you now have initiated something with him, he is going to attempt to charge you.
Yay.
Let's see here. Nope, I didn't target you. Let's try that again. There we go. Well, he got a 2. I'm not going to re-roll that, so that wouldn't be fair to you. So he got a 2 and missed. So he takes a swing at you, lunges towards you, and it goes off to your right side.
Okay.
After Jafari, we go back to Henry.
Yeah. Well, so where's this guy now? How's he looking?
Not great. He is pretty much passed out at this point. He's incapacitated. So you've shocked him and knocked him out.
So now I don't have the left side of my body working very well, so I push up with my right arm
Mm-hmm.
and get right above him with my cane, and I say, "What is the key for?" In the face, getting ready to shoot him if he doesn't answer.
Give me a persuasion.
I'd love influence or persuasion.
Do you have influence?
No, but I love that question.
Intimidation, I think, is what you're looking for.
There you go.
All right. Got a 6. All right. He's barely conscious at this point. And he says, "Enough. I will take you there." Jafari is the only one now that is kind of still looking to tussle. But he sees that he's hopelessly outnumbered, and since it's almost 11 o'clock, he kind of concedes and he backs off and allows you all to go about whatever business you're about ready to go about. And if one of you wants to stick with him or whatever, that's fine, so that perhaps he can be questioned then later. That's fine. But this is a big mess for sure on this little car. But Barnett, now that he lets you know what his name is before he takes you on a little walk towards the back of the train, leads you guys through a few more passenger cars, through some defunct sleeper cars that are on the train, and then into an empty car. And the only thing in this car is a small box that is suspended in the air by 8 chains, one on each corner of the box. And as you guys are approaching, you can see the box begin to shake and rattle. That's where we'll call it for the night. That'll be your little cliffhanger for next time. What's in the box?
Just half my life for a box.
And I'm still trailing behind Henry going, "Henry, you need to drink this. I'm telling you, mate, it'll make you feel better. It's called Ciba Bear's Miracle Cure. I've got a couple of them. I don't mind giving you one. Oh, seriously, come on, mate. You're not in a good way."
Thank you, Bendigo. I need it. Thank you. Give it to me. I'll take it. It's been a rough night. It's been a very rough night.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Hey,
still-
what were you and Ronnie talking about? Looked like you guys were getting pretty chummy earlier.
That was at the good. I have no idea.
We're cool, right?
Yeah. We're good.
Right. Well, okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I'm good. No problem. I'm all good. Good.
Oh God, do you want another Seba Bear's Miracle Cure? What's it taste like? You want another one?
Give me
All
one
right,
more.
hold on.
I'm good. We're all good. It's all good.
How do I use that actually?
Yeah, that's a good question. I gotta look at that.
Oh, okay. I roll a
Starts the
1d4 to
poisoning.
restore runes. Okay, let me do just a generic roll. Where's that
Sure.
at?
If you go down to your macros there at the bottom, you can pick a die. I think it's on page 2 or 3.
There it is.
Do I get my arm back as a result of that or not?
Not as a result of that, no.
Roll the 1.
I got arm and leg gone now, guys.
I have healing. Is there anything I can do to help him out, or should
Yeah, I mean, you can heal his
somebody
wounds. You can
building
heal
a
his
bridge.
wounds, but you cannot heal the injury.
You all just think about that next couple weeks. Like I lost half my body functioning, but that's okay.
Arm, I think.
Alive, and I love you all, and that's good enough right now.
All right, so we'll call that for tonight. We'll heal some wounds on Henry, and we can kind of do that in between times. We haven't really had an instance where we've had to actually do physical healing, I think, on anybody just yet. So Dan, I'll take a look at that, and we can get him fixed up. Bendigo, you healed 1. Is that correct?
I tried.
Okay.
I mean, I think I had to roll a 4, and I rolled a 1.
Oh, you have to roll a 4?
Maybe. I mean, it's kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
I mean, it said roll a 1d4. A roll of 4 heals one, and a roll of with a raise heals 2.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. So it didn't work then.
I imagine that, like, in a stupor, he spilled half of it down his chest or something, and it didn't do anything.
So I put my hand on your cheek and I say, "Thank you, young man. Thank you I appreciate you."
It'll be all right, mate.
Yeah.
You're tough.
I can still shoot.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Right, you can.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll call it for tonight, and then we'll meet in 2 weeks.
Good. All right, y'all. Thank you. Great to see you all. Take care.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Have a
Yeah.
good night.